Picture this. A young Seth is finally allowed to watch YouTube for the first time in 5th grade. He starts watching anything that pops into his feed. He doesn't know the first thing about good or bad content. He just simply watches. As this young Seth is watching anything and everything that drops in, a Let's Play comes into his sight. A little game called Dust, an Elysian tale. Now, let's get the accusations out of the way. This is a furry game. There is no if, and, or buts about it. Every character in this game could easily be someone's persona. Now, if that's enough to scare you away from the game, shame on you, because this game is astonishing. To start, the art style is gorgeous, even if it is furries. The way the characters and enemies are 2D and stick out from the 3D backgrounds. The animations are all fluid, and you can tell exactly what the characters are supposed to do and what action is about to be made. The way dust moves on screen. What you chuckling about?
If there's dust on the screen, then you should wipe it off.
Oh no! The way you can see each rotation as he spins, and trust me, he does that a lot. The combat is very freeform. You can really just string together any attack pattern, and most of the time you can rack up a pretty high score. Having the score system just makes you want to learn combat. Like, yeah, Dark Souls has some flashy attacks, but there's no point in using them when I can just mash light and get infinitely more damage. Straight sword users be like, yo, check out this combo. The story starts out a little rocky, but most game stories are slow to start. However, it ends up being relatively compelling by the end. There is one gaping sore on this otherwise great game. The character, Fidget. At the beginning, she isn't that bad. She radiates like Band Kid energy, but as the story goes on, every other character grows and changes, including the MFing talking sword. How does a sword get a better character arc than someone? Fidget stays the exact same as the lol so quirky, so random character. There's literally a point in the game, I'm not making this up. I'll try to get the footage for it, but I don't know what part it is, I don't remember it that well. Where Fidget interrupts your gameplay, and whenever a character is talking on screen, everything freezes, and Fidget interrupts by saying 3 dots, and your character is like, huh, Fidget, you say something? She's like, no, I didn't. It just kills all the gameplay just for that joke. And it's like, dude, Fidget, yeah!
Where the previous entry was a game from the distant past, this is one that I just recently discovered, and at a point in my life where I'm a little burnt out on games, not gonna lie.
I'm tired, boss.
I bought this on a whim when it was on sale, hoping to kind of reignite my love for the art form. And man, this game is just straight up inspired. This is a masterpiece. Tequila Works' Gylt is a lot of things, but first...
Did you say tequila? Sorry, viewers. This video is age restricted.
Tequila Works' Gylt is a lot of things, but first and foremost, it is a story game. A horror story game at that. So I'm not going to give away too much, but the inspirations here are pretty clear. Take this as a Silent Hill mixed with Little Nightmares, except for children. Now, I know some of you are getting ready to click on the video just hearing that, but stick with me for a little bit. This is a great introduction into horror for not only kids, but people who aren't really fans of the more dark, gritty, scary, in-your-face, hardcore horror games. No blood, no guts, no super dark themes, no jump scares. Don't be fooled though. There's some actually pretty unsettling scenes in this. Even I got spooked a couple times. I'm pretty used to horror. But what can I say? I was absolutely engrossed by this game's environments and art direction. Of course I had my face right away, an inch away from the screen. So, something pops up, I'm gonna go, whoa!
No wonder you need glasses, bro.
I just let the blue light pierce through my skull.
Dude, you're getting beyond blue light.
It really nails that small town horror vibe that I just love so dearly. Which, I don't know if there's an official genre name for that, but let me know in the comments if you know.
Yeah, it's called small town horror.
Maybe. Anyway, the levels, at least in my interpretation, are supposed to make you view things through the perspective of a child. Probably because you're playing as one. So everything is kind of cutesy yet kind of creepy at the same time. and you mix it with some like surrealism, it makes for some really memorable settings. You've got a school, an arcade, a theater, and for some reason it feels like you've been to these places in a way, yet something's clearly off. The gameplay is pretty light but engaging nonetheless, focusing mostly on exploration, puzzle solving, and light stealth combat mechanics. It won't be a complete breeze. I mean, you can fight the monsters if you want, and you gotta be able to manage resources a little bit. But come on, it is still a kid's game at the end of the day. You heal with an inhaler after all. Like I said,
Let me get a shot.
it's just... Like I said, I don't want to give away too much about the story, but it actually does have some good messages about bullying and treating others well. Just simple, digestible, not super dark. Just like a storybook. Actually, that's the best way I can describe it. I felt like I was playing a Tim Burton movie. Huge, like, Coraline vibes, and that's a great feeling. I love that movie. Overall, a huge W for Tequila Works. They clearly got some major talent over there, and I hope to see something like this again in the future. Do we have an outro?
Uh,
I'll have to look up what this fidget looks like. Elysian tail.
that's her.
This is a furry game.
That's her, dude. That's Fidget right there. That orange thing.
That explains a lot, Seth.
Yeah. Don't scroll too far. I don't know how safe it is.
You know. Here, we'll do a little challenge. How far can I scroll before I see porn?
Oh, there it is. There it is.
Where?
She's moaning. That might even be viewable from the top. Scroll back to the top. Okay.
Okay, we're safe. It took a one
One
scroll to find porn. A fidget. Just for all you folks at home. Anyway,